Welcome to Life Beyond the Meeple. Last night I enjoyed a really good game called Roll for the Galaxy, which is very similar but slightly different to a game that I have in my collection called Race for the Galaxy. This game uses cards to help determine your actions. Roll for the Galaxy uses dice for the same purpose. The only trouble is, to get those dice back into your cup in order to roll them costs money. And the engine that I'd got set up in the game wasn't a very good money producing engine, which meant that very often I only had a few dice, and a few times in the game I only had one die to roll at the beginning of my turn. Now, this didn't leave me totally helpless, because the mechanics of the game mean that one of your die you can always use to pick an action whatever face it is showing. So I knew I could always do something with that one die. But it was frustrating because I wanted to spend my turn putting my engine together, making progress, doing something helpful, and all I could do was one thing, and that was it. But at least I could do one thing in order to set up ready for the next turn and the turn after, and hopefully develop a better engine, which I never really did in terms of making money. I came third out of 4, so could have been worse. This morning I woke up and I took a look at my life, and I thought maybe the engine of my life isn't quite as good as it ought to be, or I would like it to be. In physical terms, there is the issue of my weight and lack of exercise. In spiritual terms, there is the issue of my lack of devotional time with God. In work terms, there's a long list of tasks which I have been putting off for a long while. I'm speaking hypothetically in every case here, just to help those who might be in such a situation. But this morning, the hypothetical idea struck me that although I wanted instantly just to put everything right and to go from everything being not quite right to a perfectly together life, I've only got one day to do it. You can't do all that in one day. But memories of Roll for the Galaxy last night made me realise I can do something. I could eat a bit less today, go a walk. I could spend a bit of time in devotional prayer or study at the start of the day. I could tackle at least one of the important tasks that I've been putting off. I can make a start. I can do something. It doesn't matter that I can't do everything today. There are more days to come. Roll for the Galaxy was frustrating on the turns when you could only do a little bit, but there are always more turns to come. Same with life. Today I've done a few things. I've made a start, hypothetically, but there's plenty more days to come, and maybe what I've done today has actually set me up for a much better life tomorrow and in the week to come, because after all there is life beyond the meeple.